Hi, I am interfaith minister and psychotherapist Cynthia Ciadat, and I wanted to record my response to a question I received today, which was, how do you explain the difference between suffering and pain to someone? And as I was answering, I really felt my brain tense. And what I ultimately said was that I would start by using a metaphor. And the metaphor that was coming to mind was when we're about to ride, say you're about to ride a roller coaster, and you can ride the roller coaster and hold on really tight, and the turns will hurt, and and that would be the part of the metaphor that I would equate to suffering. Now, there's another way to ride a roller coaster, of course, of several ways, is to trust the sort of safety things and throw your hands up. Yes, the curves will still hurt. You'll still have pain, but you won't suffer the whole time. And that was my initial response. And they explained to me that they had an interaction with someone they care about who was talking about something that was causing them suffering and pain. And it came to me to ask them, well, how did it affect you to see this person you care about in pain? Surely we don't see people we care about and enjoy seeing them suffer. And of course, this person said, of course not, no. And to which I let them know that, in that case, how did you feel? And they let me know they felt heartbroken, they felt sad, they felt hurt. It hurt them to see their friend hurting. And that they're like in the struggle, in the suffering of trying to figure out what to do to help ease the suffering of their loved one, they began to suffer, and then shared information, wanted to share something, anything that would help ease or ameliorate the suffering. And I said, I wonder what may have happened if you let them know, I really, really hurt when I see you hurting, and I wish I could do something. But I'm here. And immediately they started saying, like, well, wouldn't that be like being the equivalent of like condescending, like you're so, what is that called? Enlightened. And I was like, well, it's not really enlightenment, right? Like, it's not really heady. It's really what you're feeling in your soul, in your heart for this person. You feel pain. Now, somebody else's reaction when they understand us or when they trust us to some degree or enough of a degree, they can see that we're really with them. We're joining with them in that pain and that suffering. And just by ameliorating some of the loneliness that can come with pain, inevitable pains in life, it can reduce the level of suffering. And, it's just true for you, and you get to not grapple with your own suffering, as well as have one more experience in your life of you showing up wholeheartedly and being the medicine that they need. And this person looked at me, and I let them know I think that there is a huge opportunity here for you to see yourself as enough when somebody is in pain. We don't need to offer new information to them. Information doesn't really help them. It can be helpful, but it really doesn't ameliorate the pain. But your presence does. And so I wanted to record this response because it is reflective of the work I'm doing to explore how indigenous Filipino values of Kapwa, or which emphasizes shared identity and interconnectedness and mutual respect, can transform my psychotherapeutic and interpersonal relationships. And I felt like it was a good example of some of the things that I am learning, not I feel I'm learning, but I am learning. Yeah, because I think in whatever format this recording finds you, my aim in my research is to decolonize these traditional power dynamics in therapeutic relationships, leadership relationships, fostering a much more relational, inclusive, and soul-centered approach to our human experience, because we're human, they're human, and it's kind of messy to be human sometimes. So yeah, but thank you for listening. I hope that this was helpful for you, and I hope that you take good care of you today, and I hope to see you soon. All right, bye-bye.